Hi, and welcome to the APM demo where we will show how powerful this integrated APM tool that exists in the Alteon NG is and what strong reports it can provide while leveraging the drill downs reports that the APM reporting tool has. So let's begin. In this demo, we have a simple setup where we have an application that is accessed from several branch offices around the world, and where we monitor its performance using the integrated APM that exists in the Alteon NG's ADC. So the application basically could be any enterprise application like an ERP application that is accessed through two remote offices, specifically in this demo, through the Melbourne office in Australia and the London office in Europe. So basically we will monitor the performance of the application, and we will see that regardless of where it is accessed from, everything starts okay. But eventually at some point we will see that we have a problem in the application's performance, and we will need to drill down in order to understand where this problem is coming from. Whether it's coming from the data center, whether it's coming from one of the locations specifically, or any other reason. So let's begin. As we access the APM reporting tool on Vision, we immediately see that we have an SLA problem on the application that we're monitoring. Apparently only 80% of the transactions are meeting the SLA we have defined. So one of the first things that we can do is to look at the location breakdown and to see if we have a problem in a specific location. So in this case, we'll click on the location button and we immediately see that we have a problem specifically in the Melbourne office. The London office apparently has 100 of these transactions coming in with the right service level. It meets the SLA that we've defined. However, in the Melbourne office, only 70% of the transactions are meeting SLA. We can even go and break down further per location, and then we will see that only one of the service providers is providing us with a bad SLA. Apparently only 40% of the Melbourne transactions that are going through the Optus service provider are meeting SLA, while 100% of the transactions that are going through the Telstra internet connection are meeting SLA. So clearly here we have a problem. Now if we dig even deeper, we can go and see exactly the details of every transaction that goes through the Optus ISP. And over here we can see that at some point we started to have a problem, that the DNS time, the DNS response time that comes from the Optus ISP is actually quite long and takes almost, or actually 800 milliseconds. If we compare it to the DNS response time that goes through the Telstra ISP, we see that it only takes 1 millisecond. So clearly we have a problem with one of the ISPs. So right now we see that the problem looks like this. The DNS of Optus is actually providing a very poor response time, and because of that, the transactions that are going through this link are very slow. However, the transactions that go through the Telstra ISP are going very fast because the DNS there is responding as it is expected. So as we can see, even when collecting data from the main data center, we can provide detailed reports that can give us fast root cause analysis for remote offices. So we instruct now the infrastructure team to seamlessly divert all traffic to go through the faster link, which is a Telstra link, using the Linkproof that is installed in the remote office. We will now go to the Linkproof dashboard and configuration UI in order to configure it to divert the traffic only through one of the links. So we're going to the Linkproof screens. We configure the outbound link load balancing rules to only select one link instead of load balancing between all of the links. So we'll ask it to go only through Telstra and to bypass the Optus link, which is slower at the moment. And once we've done that, we can apply the configuration. Okay, and save the configuration into the Linkproof. And then we'll go and make some additional transactions and see if the situation has become better. Now when we break down two locations, we can see that the Melbourne office is quite okay and it's performing exactly as expected. So all the traffic is going through the Telstra link, and we get almost 100% transactions that are meeting SLA. So even if we go into the breakdown of each and every transaction SLA, we can see that everything is working as expected. Even if we go to the full transaction breakdown, we can see that everything is working as expected. All the transactions are going through the Telstra link, and almost all of them are actually meeting the SLA that we've defined for this application. Everything is actually in the green. Now we can see how all transactions are actually going through the Telstra link,